Hello everyone, I'm Lynette and this is Charm Grammy Crochet. I believe we're talking Charm Chatter number 214 and today is Monday, I think the 12th of July. I have several things to talk about and show you and I'm all excited. I don't think I've made a video since like last Thursday or Friday. So, how is everyone? I'm doing really well. Dad is doing pretty good. For those that keep asking, and I am so appreciative of all of the thoughts and prayers for him. He's doing pretty good. I want to thank all of my subscribers for returning and being a part of my yarn journey. And if you're not subscribed, I wish you would try and subscribing and see if you like it. And I have a giveaway winner that I haven't heard from, so please go back one video and see if you are the winner, because it's the second time. At least I didn't check. I will jump back a second. I didn't check my email today, so maybe she did reply. And I got happy mail from Billie, the Crafty Floridian. I have cut the top, but I promise you I have not looked inside, and I'm so excited because Billie only makes wonderful cold stuff. So let's see what is in. Oh, there's 2 things in here. 3 things in here. Oh my goodness, Billie, what did you do? I was not expecting anything, but I hope I know what one thing is. Well, let's see what's in this. Well, first of all, we have, look at this. Look at her card. Isn't that adorable with this little, like, what is that made out of? It's almost like it's a paper clip kind of looking. And I totally love it. And she says, thank you. Ha, thank you. That's so cool. That's so cool on there. It is a paper clip. How did you get that? I've never seen that. That's really awesome. Let's see what's in here first. We got this little, all wrapped in purple, because she knows purple's my favorite color. I love it already. What is in here? What is it? I got a do-rag. I could be Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. Oh, look, it went dark. How do you wear this? Okay, let's see. Laura's a pro. I love it. Oh, now I get to be Laura. I bet this is really cool on a hot day. Help keep you cool. Put my hair up in it. Ha! I've never had a do-rag before. Cool. How do I look? I need a little hair sticking out. What do you think? Let's pull a little. I need some bangs. There, just a few little bangies hanging out. Yeah. Hi, hey, thanks, Billie. Now I have to keep this wonderful card with the. Let me get that. There we go. With the paper clip, and it's got her. In case you don't know Billie, this would be a really cool bookmarker for patterns. But if you don't know Billie the Crafty Floridian, and where have you been? It's not focusing. I don't know why it's not focusing on the card. There we go. Let's keep that up there. Okay. She crochets and she knits and she makes bags and purses and coin purses, and what I think is in here. Let's look. Let's look. Billie! She makes Damn It dolls. It says wild on the top. With my yellow hair and an elephant. Oh, so if you guys are unfamiliar, oh gosh, I love her. All the hearts. Oh my goodness, and the gold. Oh my goodness, it says. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Damn It dolls, isn't she the best? This is what it says. I love the elephant pin on her. Oh my goodness, I would never be able to bang her. Well, just wait. You have to hear what it says, okay? When your temper is about to boil, you want to scream and shout. Here's a little Damn It doll you can't do without. Just grasp her firmly by a leg and find a place to slam it. And as you whack the stuffing out, yell, damn it, damn it, damn it. If damn it's not a word you say, then grab its little neck and just murmur quietly, oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. Oh, there goes my son. Okay. Oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. I would never be able to slam it, and I really don't want to squeeze it. Not in a bad way. Isn't she adorable? Oh, Billie, thank you so very much. Now, guys, if you don't know Billie, go to her show, go to her channel, and she'll show you all the wonderful things that she makes and sells. And isn't it adorable? And the little wild child thing on here, that totally fits me. I love it. Thank you so much, Billie. I could not be happier with my Damn It doll. And I'll bring her to Florida. And my bookmarker, I love it. Let me get this out of the way really quick. And let's give you some updates on what has been going on. Don't you love this hat? Or do-rag? Let's call it the right thing. So cool. So I was at the camper for the weekend, and I did not get a lot of crocheting done. I brought with me to do the birthstone make-along from oh my gosh, just totally losing it here, from Judy at Witch Peace Crafts. She does a monthly birthstone make-along. You make whatever you want, but you do like 4 rows at least of a blanket, or whatever, so it justifies, and I am making granny squares, and at the end I'm going to put them together as a blanket. So every month of the calendar has a birthstone associated with it. And she not only picks a birthstone color, but like some of the facets of that stone, or that stone might have other colors associated with. And she sometimes picks 3 or 4 different colors. I don't remember how many she picked this month, but I picked 2 of them out of what she picked. So this month for July, the birthstone is Ruby. One of my granddaughters is born this month. I have ruby colored elephant tattooed on my leg. You'd think I would remember that. So a ruby is a red. It's not a deep red like a garnet, which is my birthstone for January, but a brighter, prettier red. And so I picked this red to go for this month. This is the Kaleidoscope Granny and Bag O' Day. This is a Bag O' Day pattern. I am using my Clover 6.5mm hook for all of these squares. I think this is only the second month that I did 2 colors of. The red yarn is this Bernat satin. I did 2 squares. This is how much of the satin I have left. So this will go into my box for willow squares, because I have a bunch of willow squares that I've been throwing together occasionally. I haven't worked on them actually in quite a while. But I was taking scrap yarn and putting it into willow squares to make a willow square blanket, because I find that I really enjoy putting grannies, like they're satisfying. Oh, excuse me. I find granny squares pretty satisfying to make, because you can make a square in a short period of time and feel like a sense of accomplishment right away. And then you put them into blankets or purses, or I have a duster cardigan out of granny squares, blankets of various sizes. And so I totally enjoy making them. So this month I did this color out of the satin, and then I've only finished 1 out of the 2 of these, but I thought I would throw it in this video while I have a chance to make the video. I'm doing this pink color because pink was another choice for this month, but I only have the 1 so far. And these are a good size. I think these are about 14 inches. I've measured them in the past, but I don't remember for sure what the size was. And this is a Pound of Love from Lion Brand, and this color I think is called Bubblegum. Yeah, this is Bubblegum. Now this was my number 7 in my Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw 3. Apparently number 7 was not called very often because I still have a whole ton of this yarn left. And so I thought it would work well in this month's, another use for it. And I did want to say, someone had mentioned that they've seen that I do, and don't mind, this is looking like it's been traveled. It's a well-traveled skein of yarn, but I use clippy clips, like for your hair, to hold my yarn together. I use it on, I sometimes clip my work in progress with a clippy clip, and I clip my yarn balls together and skeins with the loose yarn. I always use a clippy clip. Except this one, Miss Madonna from Madonna Ballard had sent me some bobby pins to use as the same way I use a clippy clip. A bobby pin works really well also to hold your yarn together. And it also works as a stitch marker to hold your place. The bobby pin works better as a stitch marker. If you're in a pinch and you don't have a stitch marker handy, pull one out of your hair. There you go. It works better as a stitch marker than the clippy clip does. Except with the clippy clip, I will like take leftover yarn and a loop that I'm hooking it to. So if I was going to use this to make sure my yarn doesn't get away from me in my project, I would take the loop that I've, you pull a long loop out, and then I would take the extra strand and clip them all together to the side of my project like that. Can you see? I know it's shouldn't have the open window in the background, but I would clip them together like that and then clip it to the project all at one time. And I find that works very well. So, and I don't know when I got this but I think I got it at Walmart. This Pound of Love for $2.75. Can you see the sticker on there? Oh my goodness. That was a deal of deals there. There goes the sun. Okay, I should sit here. That works better. So, and then the white that I'm using at trim, from the trim, is just Mainstay from, this is from Walmart as well. And this is how much I've gone through now. This would be, I make 2 squares minimum every month. And I will join it with this yarn as well, because it's easy to get, I can get it anywhere if I run short. And you can, like, as far as I'm concerned, never have enough white. I like to join with white because I like things to be bright. So then I did finish my Ruana. Oops. I don't know why that's there, but it should be over here. Hold on, let me just fix this. It is done, pockets and trim and everything, and it is pretty big. So here is one side panel, and I did put a border with the inspirational color, and it goes all the way around and around, and then here is the back panel. Here's the back panel, and then the other side panel, and back to the border of the inspirational colors to tie all of my colors together, minus there's no gray in. I used this Red Heart, what's it called, Bunches of Hugs, and I think this, well, I'll tell you for sure, this color is called Princess. So this has, this is, well, somewhere in here is going to tell me how many yards are in this skein. Oh, there it is. 678 yards, and this is how much I have left. The only thing I used the skein for is the border and the pockets. I did put pockets in. So all of the colors of my Rwana are just different yarns. They're all worsted weight, but you know, they're all from different things. The gray, which was my base color, is Lion Brand Pound of Love Gray Heather. Gray beard, gray. I don't know when it's all gone. Every single inch of that yarn is gone. When I made the pockets, let's find a pocket. Okay, this is now the pockets are kind of reversible. I mean, there's an inside and an outside. As far as the stitch goes, if you crochet, you'll know this is like would be the backwards side of a single crochet. I did the pockets in single crochet, and I made it big enough that it would hold my cell phone. And I did that on both sides. So, but if I don't want to have a front and a back because, you know, I'm throwing this on over a campfire. It's not like a fashion statement. It's to keep me warm on a chilly night. Like I could have really used it over the weekend because it was cold there. So if I put it on this way, then the pocket's on the inside, and then that's the right way for the pocket to actually be. But it really doesn't matter. I just slip stitched it I single crocheted it together at the end. You can see here. That's just a single crochet so from this side, I had a little bit of the gray left. And so I went from like this. I started this way. And I just did single crochet all the way around the opening that I had left. You know, one single crochet in every stitch, one single crochet in every stitch, around and around and around and around and around. My hand fits in perfectly, and my cell phone will fit in either pocket. So I used the gray on both pockets. So I took what I had left and I cut it in half, and that's how far I did the gray. And then I went to the skein of Princess, and I just went around, and I don't have any idea how many rows there were. I just kept doing it until my phone fit. When my phone fit, I said, okay, we're done. That pocket's big enough. And then I went to the other pocket and I did the same thing. I started with the gray. If I can find the pocket. Oh, I'm at the wrong end. Okay. So from this, I figured, you know, if your hands are a little dirty because you're outside or whatever, the gray is dark and would help hide any dirt coming in and out. I really kind of wanted to do gray for the whole pocket for that very reason, because you put stuff in your pocket, you know, maybe keys or whatever that might get stuff dirty. Generally I don't have keys at the campfire, but if I'm riding around my golf cart or whatever. But I didn't want to go into, I have a whole nother skein of this upstairs somewhere on a shelf, but I didn't want to go into it just to make the pockets for this. And not particularly when I had a lot of this left after doing the whole border. And the border I did just like the start of it. So when we started the Rwana, which I should have done that in gray at the end here, and I guess I just now realized that I didn't do that, and I should have. Or maybe that's the inside. Okay, because I did do it. Okay, I did. All right, I'm not as stupid as I thought I was. That was the inside, not the edge. So when we started, we did half double crochet, then a double crochet row, then a half double crochet row. So when I ended, because this is the middle, so when I ended, I did, oh wait, this row. Okay, I got so many sides. Okay, so I did the same thing, the half double crochet, half double crochet. So when I did the border, that's what I did. I just did half double crochet, half double crochet. So on either side of this, outside edges, there's like 6 solid rows on both ends, and the gray, then it's gray is the first color. And then we go to our individual every 20 week colors. So anyway, that is my Rwana, and you can put it on either way and just flip the pocket to whichever side you have it. And that's the way I wanted it to be, so that if I put it on, if I grab it and I throw it on and my pocket is in the wrong way, I can't put my hand in it this way, I can just stick my hand through, turn it the other way, and now I can wear it and have my hand in the pocket. So it's like reversible. I guess that's a good way to put it. And this is how it kind of fits. All comfy and cozy. And I'm debating, and I don't think I will, but I was debating on a hat. You know, putting, I'm stuck, oh well. Anyway, I was debating, should it have a hood? A hood would be awesome. But I'm not really quite sure that I want a hood, because I would do a hood and it would be bulky here, and I don't think I want to do that on this. It is what it is. And then it's not like, what would I do it? Do it in this? I have more of this. I could do that, and just then it would look like the pocket does, which isn't a bad look. I mean, I'm not upset with the pocket. It's fine. But then it doesn't match with the gray, and so I decided, nah, it doesn't need it. If my head is cold, I could always do this, or just make a hat. I have lots of hats. I could wear a hat. And I really don't like wearing hats as a general rule, because it flattens out my hair. So anyway, this is my finished product of my Luck of the Draw with Nan's Next Knots. Thank you so much, Nan. I totally love my finished product, and I enjoyed doing the crochet along so very much. I'm kind of glad that it's done, because it would free me up more time. But you're starting another one on the 20th, so guess what? I got to do another one. But I'm not doing a Rwanda. I have decided, this is the nice segue in, right? For the next Nan's Next Knots, I'm going to make a blanket, and I'm going to make it out of granny squares, because as previously noted, oh good Lord, I'll figure that out later. I like making granny squares. You know, you can finish a project in an evening, so granny squares are awesome. And I have the yarn, and I did well, let's go with the yarn and the square that I'm going to do. I have some yarn bags in here, so all right. I don't have a picture of it. I only have it on my phone, which I'm recording from, so I can't show you. But I wanted to do a Christmas kind of winter themed kind of blanket. And so I was thinking, what could I do and how could I make it work to have, because you start with 8 different colors and your base color. So I figured it out. I want to do snowflakes. I want a snowflake granny square with like a snowflake in the middle. And so I went through, I have a playlist. If you ever want to look at my playlist, I have a playlist of all kinds of granny squares. And there were a couple of different motifs that I thought, oh, that's perfect. Kind of. And my favorite one that was kind of perfect was very lacy and would be really beautiful laying on the back of your couch, but not very practical for covering up. And we can get really cold here in the winter. Not as cold as Lala gets in Alaska, and Jan in Alaska. And there's another one. There's a couple more. Setta's in Alaska. Those people get really cold up there. But we can have a really cold time here too. So I didn't want it to be, I wanted to have some solidness to it as well, so you could be warm when you wear it. And I found the perfect one, and I will put the link to it in my description box. But if you look at my playlist of granny squares, it's the very top one, so that I would be for sure. And so the center is going to be a white snowflake, and I'm going to make them out of this, it's upside down for you, I think, Red Heart with Love metallic, and it's got that shimmery sparkle in there. It's not like a silver thread going through it. It's, you know, that iridescent sparkle. Totally love that. I have 2 skeins of this that I got at Ollie's for $1.99. I don't know if they still have it there. I haven't been to Ollie's. There's not an Ollie's close to me, particularly. and it's not in a direction that I drive frequently, so I don't go there very often. But if I were to go and they had it, I would buy more of this yarn, particularly in the white, because I do love having white. But doesn't that look like a snowman, or therefore a snowflake? I totally love it. So I have 2 of these, and my thought process at this time is I'm going to make the centers, all of the centers, hopefully 20 of them. The pattern is, she shows the pattern using 1, 2, and 3 weight yarns, I think, not a 4 weight yarn. And I'm using a 4 weight yarn. She was doing whatever ply with a 4mm hook, because she was talking plies. So I think she had a 4-ply yarn, which if I think that's a 3 weight yarn, like a DK weight for us. And she was using a 4mm hook. Well, I'm going to use a 4 weight yarn, and I'm going to use a 6 to a 7mm hook, so it's going to be bigger. So what my plan is to make one of the centers with a 6mm hook, which is my favorite. And if it's not flimsy enough, because I want it to have some drape, I don't want it to be stiff. I don't like stiff anything on crochet. I don't want it to be stiff. Unless I'm making like a basket, then you want that to be stiff. But for a blanket, I don't want it to be stiff. So I'm thinking a 6mm, and if I like the drape of it or whatever, then that's what the hook I'll use, or I'll go bigger. So as many as these 2 skeins, because that's what I have, will make of the snowflakes, that's how many squares I will be able to make. That's the plan. And then I'll join them together with white. So I decided you're going to, whoa. Oh, goodness gracious. It's coming undone. I need more tape. It was taped once, but it's not taped now. So my plan is 4 colors of green and 4 colors of red to do this. The background of the snowflake is a solid. I haven't watched the tutorial other than what weight yarn she used. And I think I don't think it's a spoken. I think she just types out everything. So it's going to take, I'm probably going to have to take a lot of notes because I can't read and crochet at the same time. So I think I have to watch the tutorial, write down the steps, and then try to make it. Or there's a lot of pausing involved. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about it. But anyway, so the plan is to do 4 different colors of green and 4 different colors of red for the solid square part of the blank, for each granny square. And then I'll join them together with white, but just like a mainstay white or a pound of love or whatever, just a solid white, nothing with the sparkle, so that the snowflake itself is the only thing that has any shimmer to it. So I have this 1 skein of Classic Stitch Studio by Nicole that I got at AC Moore at one time. And this color is called Early Spring. It's kind of light for a Christmas green, but you gotta have a definition in between the different colors. So I was trying to see what I could come up with. Then I have this Crafter's Secret. And this color is called I'm Jealous. These are all 100% acrylic yarns. This is from Hobby Lobby. And I got this one on clearance. Look at that, for 74 cents. I got this, I think, last year on the clearance sale. Then I have this also Stitch Studio by Nicole. And this one has seen better days. I don't know if it looks like it's falling apart. But anyway, this one is called Deep Green. And then finally I have, here it is. This is the Dreamweaver yarn that I used to get at my Discount Marks store. And it's just green. It doesn't really, those don't give you a color name. But this is what the 4, it's like the Crafter's Secret down here and the Marks color are similar, but you can still tell not as good in this lighting, but they are different colors, and there is a definition between them, I do believe. When you get them in a brighter light, you can definitely tell that they're different color greens. So those are the greens that I have planned. And then for the reds, just grabbing them out so I don't have to keep bending down. And then we'll show you. Okay, so for the reds, I have this really bright red. And this again is the Dreamweaver yarn. And I do believe these are remnants of mill ends from Red Heart. And then I have this, this color is called Cranberry. And this is, I love this yarn. I got this last year. This was $1.24 last year. And then I have another I love this yarn that I got last year on their clearance sale, and this one is Aberdeen. So I have these colors, and they're definitely different colors. And the only other red that I had that wasn't already like one of these two, well, everything I had was like way too close in color, because again, when you're in a brighter light, you can see these are a much different color. And that, but like I have Karen 1 pounds, and they're almost this color red. And then everything else I have is like right, like these wine colors, and they're so similar you can't tell the difference. The only other thing I had was this, which again is, I love this yarn, and I got it last year on clearance. And it's the, it's called Red with the metallic in there. And I really didn't want anything to be sparkly but the white in the center for the Snowflake. So I was debating what to do, and I decided I would, while I was out today, I would go look at a couple of yarn stores and see if I could find a different red, or go to Hobby Lobby and get this in green, and then I'd have one, with sparkle in it on red, and one with sparkle in it in the green. But I really didn't want the sparkle. So this is what I have already looks like. And then I went shopping. I know I've shopped already, and I shouldn't have to shop for yarn, but I kind of was, on the you're only buying yarn now, because I did buy a lot of yarn at Hobby Lobby. And so, and I have, I have a little bit of yarn already. So my plan is I'm only buying yarn if I need it for a project, right? That's the plan. But you can change your plan. So anyway, I did go to Hobby Lobby at the suggestion of Jo from Jo's Web, my good friend. She said Hobby Lobby will have another color of red. And the Hobby Lobby is it's not their sale week this week. But I wanted to be prepared for Nan's Next Knots, and so I bought this one. And I paid full price. I know, I never, ever, ever, ever do that. And I didn't even think to look for a coupon. What was wrong with me? Because they will use, not only, I think they still have some coupons, like maybe 30% off or 40% off. And I didn't think. I get their emails every day. I haven't been opening my promotion email section of my email. And I know Joanne's coupons and Michael's coupons, and to the best of my knowledge, they do take those. So I paid full price and didn't even pull out a coupon. How silly. I must have been having a brain fart. But anyway, I bought this one, and this is called Red. It's just called Red. And so now these are the colors that I'm going to have for my reds in my blanket. And it doesn't look like these two are the same color because of the lighting in here right now, but oh, there you go. Now you can see those are the same color. So it's going to be these reds. And this one's going back up in the yarn room in the stash. And I know I only bought one of these because I didn't think of the coupon, first of all. And secondly, they're not on sale this week. And I can go anytime and get another one of this color. So I'm not real concerned about that. So let's see if we can get them. These are going to be the colors of the squares with white. I know if I try to pick that up, I'm going to drop everything. So just bear with me. White in the center. So what do you think? I think that, and white as borders. I think that'll be a really cool Christmas blanket. What do you guys think? I'm very excited now for my Nan's Next Knots. Now I just need to number my colors because I haven't numbered them yet. But I think that's going to be really fun. We drop these back in the bag. And if I can get 20, I don't know, we'll see. What do you guys think? How many do you think I can get out of there? If I use a 6mm hook. I'll tell you, the yardage is 200 yards per skein. So let's say with a 6mm, well, I don't even know if it's going to be a 6, but probably I'm going to use a 6mm hook. I'll tell you what, make a guess as to how many, and I will go back to this video after I have them made, which is no guarantee of when that's going to be, but hopefully I'm going to work on that and have that ready before the 20th. That's my goal. I know I have other progress things to work on, but that's my goal, is because once I get the pattern written down, I can take those to work and work on them on my breaks. So I'm hoping to get at least 20. If it's not near 20, then I will look for another sparkly. I do have the big twist sparkle yarn, so I could do like however many and do the other two, do like 10 and 10 or something, if that's all I get out of them. But so this is going to be a little impromptu giveaway. I don't know what you're going to get yet because I haven't gotten that far because I just thought of it on the fly right now. So you guess how many stars you think I will get out of this white yarn, 2 skeins, so 400 yards of the white yarn with probably a 6mm hook. Guess how many? And I'm going to stop at 20. 20 is going to be the top because there's 20 weeks to the thing. So stop at 20 and see how many we get. And then when I have a total, and I can tell you I got 20, I'm going to go through on this video and do the random comment picker. And anybody that says 20 that'll be and it'll spell it out. No, just write the number. Because I think I can just put a number in. I think. No, you better spell it out just to make sure. So if you say 20, then type in TWENTY, and I will go through and do the random comment picker with the selected number 20, and that's who will win. Whoever has that right number in there, and that comes up. So all giveaway rules apply. You don't have to be 18, but you do have to be subscribed because this will be a giveaway for my subscribers. And I will check. So that'll be a fun little impromptu surprise thing to do. So then what else did I buy? Because I did. I checked out what they had left on clearance, and I bought a couple of things. I was surprised that they still had, actually. I bought 2 more of these. I have this color already. This is the Frisco Fiber Light Gray. But again, this is a cotton acrylic yarn, and it's a 3-weight, and I'm really getting into the lighter weights of yarn, and I don't have a lot of them, and I really like cotton. So this is like a plus, and cotton blends, and gray is so versatile. So I thought, it can't hurt to have a couple more gray, and they're on sale, they're on clearance, so they're really inexpensive. Then I bought, I didn't look at the specialty yarns when I was actually doing the yarn shopping, and I went right past these. Oh yeah, I gotta take that. Will you turn that light on? maybe that'll help. Oh gosh, that's going to be a lot better. But I really liked this color. They had 3 Lonely Skeins left, and it's so soft. This is called Darling Dear. It's 295 yards. This is called Merry Little Mariner, and it's blues and whites. 97% acrylic, 3% polymade, 295 yards. And it is a 3 weight as well. And it's just very, very soft. And I bought it in the Little Mariner color. I bought 3, and I bought 3. The last 3 that they had in this color is called Sunny Stroll. And so it's grays and looks green, but it's yellow. Okay, there, that looks more yellow. Grays, whites, and yellow. And I bought, they had 1 Soul Survivor in this, like, total, there's gray. It's all gray. You might be seeing what looks like a little bit of blue in there, but there's not. It's all gray. Grays and white. And this color, I think, is called This Little Piggy. Well, there you get maybe some beige even. But I thought this could be a really cute border color to go around. I'm thinking maybe I can get, I'm hoping that I can get little cardigans or shrugs for fall for my youngest 2 grandkids. Ari would love this with the gray and the teal. And I think Avery would be cute in the yellow. Avery loves all colors. And so I bought, they only had 1 of the little piggy, and I bought that thinking, you know, it could do a border. Or, you know, if needed. If it doesn't need it, then we can just make a baby hat or something out of that. 1 skein. So those are going up in the yarn room. Yeah, make those before the kids are too big, right? They won't fit in that anymore. I know that's what you're thinking. Lynette, you're never going to get to that. I know that. And I do have a very good intention. There's very good intentions here of getting to that. So then I had to go to the market and get some lunch meat and bread. And it's across the street from Michael's. And I haven't been in Michael's, but I've been hearing that they had all this clearance at Michael's. And so I thought, I'm going to see what Michael's has. And I had a 30% off regular price. So I bought these because I wasn't sure how this red would work with the other red that I had. But look at that. They're like this, almost the same doggone color. No, I mean, really, they're not. This one is more pink tones to it, even though it's red. So I bought 2 of these in case I decided. Okay, let's put that one in the center. Because I'm thinking this is like really bright. And so I wasn't sure if I really wanted to use it because I thought it might be too bright. And so I, you know, back and forth, which red do I want to use? So I'm going to throw these in the Nan's Next Knot bag. And in person, this might look a little pink to me when you put it up to the reds. I mean, it's not. The color is actually called Cherry. And I don't know. I'm gonna get some other opinions and decide. So I went from not having enough red colors to now I have too many red colors. So I'm gonna ask my Joe CD because she will tell me if this red is too bright. We thought maybe the bright red would offset the lighter green, but like it just blows out. I just think it's too bright. I don't know. And now I have options, so I'm going to have to talk to Joe. She's really good about that. Then I also bought, which I have 1 color of this that Momma Swift sent me in a yarn swap. But I bought these. These were on clearance from $3.49 down to $2. And it is called Wool Like yarn. And I bought it in, it's a, I think they say it's a 1 weight. Yeah. It's very thin. Can you see? It's very thin. So I was thinking holding 2 strands together, either like this together, because I bought these 2 colors, or I bought 4 of each, and they have 678 yards. So I was thinking a cardigan or a pullover and holding 2 strands together. And I can't decide if I want to do 2 strands like this or just do solids and then stripe it, light, dark, and make a sweater. But I have a total of 8. So if I hold it together, I don't know. What do you guys think? That was my thought process in buying them. They had no more of this color. That was the end. Oh, I didn't even tell you what the colors are or any of the stuff. So like I said, they're 678 yards. They are a number 1 fine. It says use a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, 2.75 millimeter knitting needles. Oh, the color is covered up, of course. The color is tan. And let's see, it's 85% acrylic, 15% nylon. And this color is chocolate. So I thought very neutral and would make a really nice sweater. But one weight to make a sweater would take me, that would be a 96-year project again. I don't want a 96-year. Two weight might take me, if you put them together, is that a 2, right? That might only take me 45 years. So anyway, I bought it with a project in mind. So it was on clearance, and I looked at that and said, what a beautiful sweater. It would even make a really nice sweater for my husband if there's enough yardage. So if you hold it together, and there's 672 yards, so every 2 is, say, 675 yards times 4. 675 yards times 4. That's what I think I have here. So that's over 2,500 yards. That should even make a sweater for a man, right? And not be too heavy because it's a thin yarn. Right? I don't know. He doesn't dress up in sweaters very often. But if I made him one, he'd wear it. And there is a sweater in my Make 9. I'm not going to hold 4 strand. I think that's made with worsted weight. But she did pick out a sweater for me to make for my husband on my Make 9, which I haven't worked on at all for quite a while. I was doing really good with them, and then I got, overwhelmed with all my bright ideas to do everybody's crochet alongs. So anyway, I'm very excited to start the new Nan's Next Knots and make a Christmas blanket and use red and green and the sparkly white. I did try to make my not my Jada Stitches, the Secret Yarnery. I started to work on hers on Friday when we got to the camper. She's doing the 2021 crochet along, the Secret Yarnery 2021 crochet along, I think is what she called it. And you can make either a baby blanket, or you just make the square and then at the end put them all together like a sampler blanket. And she was having problems with the tutorial, and I think there was a storm and no power. I don't know what all. And anyway, the video wasn't up yet, so I don't even know what the square is supposed to be. So I did not do that. And look at how long this video is. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. We're almost 50 minutes in. I did go to our flea market out by the campground. It's called the Hartville Flea Market. Some people have been interested in seeing what goes on at the Hartville Flea Market on a normal weekend. And so I did take some video of that, and I will attach it at the end. If you want to watch it, great. If you don't, great. No sweat off my teeth. I don't care. I did buy some Color Street nails there because Joe from Joe's Web just goes on and on about them. And one of my friends at the campground also goes on and on about them. So my acrylic, or these are not acrylic, these are gel. And I had them done for vacation. And you can see this one lifted off. And I filed it flat because I don't know how to get the acrylic off. And the woman said you could use the nail streets over the acrylic. But my acrylic are growing out. So I haven't sat down to do that yet. But I did get some there. And which was one of the reasons that we went. My husband didn't know that was one of the reasons that we went. We went for other reasons. But one of them was because I wanted to see about some nail slicks. Or nail streets. And so I did get some. And I will, like I said, attach the video at the end. And if you want to watch it, fine. If you don't want to, fine. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a guess as to how many snowflakes. And in my next video, or sometime between now and when I have those completed, I will let you guys know what you'll be winning. So I believe this is video number 214 of Charm Chatter. And that's the one you'll need to comment on. Even if I leave other comments in other videos between now and then as to how many, you'll need to, how's that going to work? Well, you won't know until I make the video to pull it. I'll already have had the guesses in. That's how that'll work. When I will pull the name when I know how many I have. So you won't have any idea before then, and it doesn't matter as to when I get them done. Right? Okay. I will finish my other birthstone mail AU. That's what it is. I will finish the other granny square for that one before I start these. So wish me luck with that, and good luck to all of you who make a guess. And thanks for sticking around. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and good luck on the giveaway. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out. See ya. Bye. Outside at the Hartville Market. And there are tons of vendors. The whole parking lot, which is a very large area. And then some covered tents down here. Covered areas. All full.
Yeah, he's like, just,
This is how it is on Fridays and Saturdays. Hartville is Amish country, and they do not do a flea market on Sunday. The buildings here are closed because it's Amish country and they keep the Sabbath holy. Just thought you might be interested in seeing some of this. If I find anything interesting or yarny, I'll come back on. So just to show you as we drive past, this is the other side of the flea market outside. And it's huge. This is over Memorial Weekend. Cars are parked all the way out here. It's full. And then the building you see there in the background, that's where we were, where the chocolate factory is. And that's what I can show you. And I know it's not very good visibility from this side, but then there's Hartville Hardware, which we're going to come across in a minute. And I will show you that as well. It's the biggest store in Hartville, I think. And I know you're not getting, maybe I'll look this way. And it's coming up now. It's this building up here. And they call it a hardware store. There's a house inside that building, just to show you know, the newest modernist things that you can buy inside Hartville Hardware. But it's lumber, They sell John Deere. They sell Carhartt work clothing. But they call this Hartville Hardware. And in a second, you'll see the front of it, maybe. And see how big the store is, actually. Maybe I can try to get it through this window as we go around. Or maybe not. So there you go. That's Hartville and Hartville Hardware. And as we drive through town, maybe I'll show you more of the stuff. Right there is Hartville Kitchen, which is Amish-made food, and you can see all of those cars there are for lunch for Hartville Kitchen. They sell, it's a restaurant, but then it's also, they have a little gift shop and a fresh bakery that you can buy stuff. And because of the flea market, I think there's a lot of secondhand shops here in Hartville. Okay, I'll be back. So now we're heading towards Hartville, like the town triangle more, I guess, more or less. These used to be antique shops right here, but they're kind of, I think COVID took them out. There's a little restaurant here, and the feed mill place was here, and there's the train. Then you come along here, and there's the tool exchange. Oh, something opening, and Hartville Chocolate Factory, which is really cool. Then they have some donut place over here, and another secondhand store. And yeah, turn here. And that's pretty much. You can turn here, and it'll take you to that one-way street. That's pretty much it. This is downtown Hartville. That's the village hall right there, that building. This is the back of it. And the chocolate factory is up there, and that chocolate in there. I think there's like a competition. There's, I do believe, 3 chocolate stores in Hartville, and now you have seen 2 of them. So that's Hartville for you. This is where we camp.